Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy the content that we provide, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below to keep up with all of the racing content here for the month of May, presented by Peak Performance, including here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for IndyCar's Sancio Grand Prix and the Indy 500 itself, including all the practice sessions and qualifying sessions and everything in between, as well as the Route 66 Nationals for the NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series. And with that, it is road course practice and qualifying day. Let's get into the video.
Stingray Rob was in last, that's all I need to know. All right. Stingray Rob update.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. Well, certainly that was a very action-packed day, only because we really do pack a lot of stuff into this Friday opening kickoff for the NCT IndyCar Series here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for 2025. We saw 2 sessions of practice as well as qualifying for tomorrow's Sancio Grand Prix, and I'll tell you what, it was entertaining. There's definitely a lot of new elements coming into this year's race. You know, this race has been before accused of being a little bit bland, a little bit boring, and they're definitely trying to fix that. We see the introduction of hybrids for the first time here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we did see some reliability issues in practice. One from that, most notably being Renus VK and also Marcus Armstrong with the Meyer-Shank Racing number 66. But takeaways from practice 1, the Ganassi cars, they looked very quick. You had Kiffin Simpson and Alex Palou topping the time sheets there. And then in practice number 2, it was a little bit of a different story. It was the Rahal cars going 1, 2, and 3.
And if you know anything about IndyCar racing in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway over the last 3 or 4 years, you know Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan, and the Speedway have not gotten along. It's been a little bit of a different tune on the oval versus the road course, but it's good to see them have something in their favor occur. I mean, Graham Rahal has had a couple good runs on the road course, so I like what they're doing. I'm glad that they're looking better.
Yeah, and in a moment we will dive into how they will stack up for tomorrow's Sancio Grand Prix, but today was really a mix of kind of everything we've seen from the last couple of years. You know, Alex Palou, he won here the last 2 years in the month of May, and Chip Ganassi Racing has won the last 3 events here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, with Scott Dixon kind of wedged there in the middle in the midsummer race in 2023. But Rahal, Letterman, they are always really strong here on the road course. It was 2 years ago that Christian Lundgaard sat on the pole and had a really strong run into second place. You know, Rahal has always been good on the road course here, dating back to about 2019, 2020. But you can't stop Alex Palou. This season is, you know, it's hard not to see him as the championship favorite. It's hard not to see him as the favorite going into tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Barber, 16-second victory at a track. We all knew it was going to be an uphill battle trying to beat Palou going into Barber. Same situation, I think, going in tomorrow. Everyone kind of knows that he's been the mark since we left Barber, really. We all knew he was going to be the guy to beat. Palou is on a whole nother level this season. I've heard Max Verstappen level of domination, Jimmy Johnson level of domination, and tomorrow it's going to be a challenge to beat him. I think I don't know if Rahal has what it takes, but if they're going to do it, it's going to be here.
Yeah, no, one thing can certainly be said that in the hybrid era of IndyCar, Alex Palou has gone from strength to strength. He is already really good in what, you know, the races leading up to Mid-Ohio last year, and ever since he's been almost on, you know, a death march looking for, you know, to equate Scott Dixon's championship levels in half or a quarter of the time.
Yeah, I think back to Dario Franchitti when he was winning everything in the 10 car, and Scott Dixon almost put together how, you know, it's the entire team domination of that era of Ganassi in one driver. It's unbelievable. I think we're witnessing history, and it's amazing to see, but it's you got to wonder how the other 26 competitors are feeling showing up at a track where he's the defending winner 2 times over, and you have to somehow find a way to beat him when he's the winner 3 out of 4 races to open the season.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not like Team Penske is taking this sitting down either. Obviously, you know, in terms of great motorsport rivalries, you know, when you think of IndyCar, it's definitely Penske versus Ganassi. You know, all 3 of the Penske cars look very strong. All 3 of the Ganassi cars look really strong, including Kiffin Simpson, of course. But Team Penske, they got 3 cars in the top 7, 2 cars in the fast 6 to end the day. Newgarden and McLaughlin, really starting to show their teeth this season after a relatively slow start for Team Penske.
Yeah, Penske, ever since the hybrids debuted, it seems like they've stumbled maybe at the starting blocks a little bit, but as they do, they've been finding their groove, and I think this weekend, this track's been great to them. Will Power's won here like 5 times. Newgarden's won here once. So it's, things could swing into Penske's favor, and they could definitely invade the podium.
Well, and they've always been strong on the road course as well. So I think we're really seeing a culmination of the last, probably about 10 years here on the road course of who's strong and who has a chance to win. Rahal shows they're good in qualifying. Ganassi's good in qualifying and the race, and Team Penske's good in qualifying and the race. So without further ado, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsors at Peak Performance, and then we'll get into the qualifying order and how they will line up for tomorrow's Sancio Grand Prix.
Protect your vehicle with Peak Original Equipment Technology. Our formulas match the vehicle manufacturer's technology requirements so that we have the perfect match for every vehicle.
As mentioned earlier, Alex Palou goes from strength to strength to capture pole position for tomorrow's Sancio Grand Prix, going back-to-back for pole positions. Second place, Graham Rahal. In third place, his teammate and rookie, Louis Foster. Fourth place, the first of the Team Penske cars with Scott McLaughlin. Fifth place, Devlin DeFrancesco in a very impressive drive for that number 30 Rahal Letterman Lanigan Honda. Sixth place, Joseph Newgarden. Just outside of the Firestone Fast 6, we find the third and final Penske car with Will Power, and the best of the McLarens in 8th with Pato O'Ward. Ninth place, Alexander Rossi, who seemed a little bit disappointed, which is a little bit of a surprise considering Ed Carpenter Racing has not always been the strongest on road courses, will line up in 9th. Keep in mind, Alexander Rossi has won this race before with Andretti Autosport. 10th place, Kiffin Simpson. 11th place, fantastic starting position for Santino Ferrucci, somebody who's known to take really good advantage of the chaos at the starts to improve his position. 12th place, we have Felix Rosenquist. 13th, we have Colton Herta, the best of the Andretti Autosport Hondas. 14th, Christian Lundgaard win his debut race here for Arrow McLaren. 15th, Marcus Armstrong. A disappointing 16th place starting position for Scott Dixon, who's looking to rebound after a rather tumultuous Grand Prix of Alabama. 17th place, we have Stingray Robb. 18th place, Nolan Siegel. 19th, Christian Rasmussen. And rounding out your top 20, we have Marcus Ericsson. 21st, the last Andretti car from Kyle Kirkwood. 22nd, Connor Daly. 23rd, Callum Ilott. 24th, Renus Vique. 25th, Jacob Abel. 26th, David Malukas. And rounding out the field, the Prema entry of Robert Schwartzman. There is always something special about being at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in May, whether you're going that direction or that direction. We prefer that direction because that's towards Oval Turn 1, of course. But it is great to be back here at the Speedway. Not the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, just the Speedway. And tomorrow's Sancio Grand Prix definitely is going to be something a little bit different. They are trying some new stuff, as we mentioned at the beginning of the video. They have new rules in place for tires. Beforehand, you have to run at least one lap on one set of the hard tires and one set of the Firestone Reds. However, it is now you have to run at least one lap on 2 different sets of those tires, which will definitely make strategy more important because there will obviously be more pit stops. How that will play out, how it will play out with the hybrid systems, we don't know. But you do need to tune in tomorrow here to Mighty Mac on YouTube to see what the results and how everything panned out.
Yeah, very excited for tomorrow. Think this is going to shake some things up and hope you tune in.
Yep. So from here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in tomorrow's video.